Hey guys, welcome to your third workout of the week. This is our vertical loading workout. So we're not worrying so much about pushing and pulling, although we are going to be doing both of those movements, but we're not categorizing our workout around it today. And when I say vertical loading, I mean we're going to be working from top to bottom, shoulders all the way down to the feet. So we're going to be working everything today. The good news is that this is a no repeat workout. So it's going to be fun, but you got to make those right dumbbell choices right away because you're not going to have a second chance to go through it. So I've got my 15s all the way down to my 5s, just like I have throughout this entire program so far. And our format is, okay, so the first round through, we're just going to go for some basic lifts. So we're going to have fun with that, and it's only 6 exercises. Then we have 2 more circuits after that, and I think there's like 14 exercises in each one. Don't think about that now. 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest to transition to the next exercise. We got this, guys. Let's get warmed up. All right, the warm-up we know and love, starting from the top, the neck. So pull those shoulders back and down and roll the head side to side here. Making circles, you can tilt side to side, just finding a little movement. Get the sides of the neck nice and loose. Moving to the shoulders, big shrug up, roll those shoulders back and down. Doing your best not to arch that back with every roll of the shoulders. Good, now let's roll them forward. A few rolls here. And then I'm going to roll all the way down and walk myself out to plank. And from here, I'm going to drop my knees down. We've got that spinal rotation here. So planting the left palm, right arm reaches up, and we exhale and thread the needle. Again, up and thread it through. One more time, up and threading through. Beautiful. And we're switching sides, planting the right hand, left arm goes up and thread it through. Who is stiff today? Reaching up, thread it through again. I am feeling stiff. One more time, reach and thread through. Bringing the hands and the knees under you. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And go ahead and drop the belly for me. And round. Exhale here. Inhale to extend. Exhale to round. Again. Loosening up. Let's do one more. And extend. Beautiful. Bringing ourselves onto our knees. Left foot forward. Tucking that pelvis. So we got that nice stretch through that hip flexor leg that's back and behind. And then the right arm comes up. We reach and bring it back in. Again, reach and bring it back in. Reach and back in. Falling forward, getting those ankles. So keeping that heel on the ground. You can rock into it, or you can just stay in that static ankle stretch, whatever floats your boat. Beautiful. And let's switch sides, bringing that right leg forward, left leg back, tucking the pelvis under you, reach, and bring it back. Reaching again. Bringing it back, guys. I love vertical loading workouts. Reach, I'm excited for today. With the no repeat. Good, switching to ankles, coming forward and back again, or hanging out in that stretch. So you feel the stretch through the back of the heel. Good. All right, let's bring ourselves back into plank, and then we're gonna walk ourselves back up and roll it up. Roll those shoulders back and down. We're gonna open those hips. So open here, trying to working up to full range here. Again, back and then close. Again, back, close it up. Good. Let's do one more on each side. Open and close. Other side. Open, close. Let's squat, finding about shoulder width, squatting down as I push my arms forward. Squeeze my shoulder blades together. Trying to wake up that upper back. Back stays nice and flat the entire time. Knees don't fall in and they don't go out too far. Good, one more, down, up, let's bring it back down. Hands down, lift the bum and lower. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. Lift one more time, and we'll roll it up nice and slow. Coming all the way up, roll the shoulders back and down, chest proud. We are ready to work out. All right, guys, like I said, we are starting with those basics. Sorry, Franny's got a ball, she's excited. We are starting with an overhead press. So I'm going to use my two 10s for this. I'm going to rack those dumbbells here, and I'm going to press up overhead, bicep right next to my ear, shoulders down and away from them. We go in 3. Franny is excited. Here we go. Pressing up and back down. So again, those shoulders staying away from my ears. Every time I press up, I'm not arching my back and I'm not letting my rib cage flare up. So I've got my ribs pulled in, my pelvis is right under me, biceps right next to my ears. It's a lot to think about, 2 feet on the ground. Remember, we're only doing this once. This is our basics. 7 seconds. Exhale as you press up. Good. Dumbbells down. I'm going to go with my 15s for this next move. We've got a bent over row. You know it. We've done it. Hinging at my hips, rowing right to the hip. Here we go. Exhaling as you work against gravity. So we went shoulders. Now we're going back. Our first round is just those basic movements. So we're not going to go for accessory movements until our next 2 circuits, where we get it all. 20 seconds. Take note of the dumbbells that you're using. Maybe next week you can go a little heavier. 10 seconds. Last 5, 3. Yes. I'm going to keep the same dumbbells for my chest press. So I'll come all the way down onto my back, press those dumbbells straight up over the chest. In 2. Here we go. Pressing up, coming down. Remember, those elbows aren't shooting out directly to the sides, right? It's a 45-degree angle. You're going to put a lot of strain on your shoulders if you shoot them right out to the sides. We've got about 20 seconds left, and we're going to start working legs. No, we're going to work core. That's right. We have some core. Press. 5. All right, dumbbells, you can either use your dumbbells for a little support here in that plank. We're gonna go into plank. So if you wanna use them for your wrists, you can. I'm not going to. And we're gonna do a mountain climber. Nice, slow, and controlled. So coming into that tall plank, exhale as you drive a knee. Franny, what did you find? I want you to, she's like rolling in something, which means it's gross. It was probably some kind of dead thing. All right, back to the plank. I want you to think about no arch in the back. So you've got that pubic bone pulling towards your nose. Anyone have a little burn going on here? My goodness, 15 seconds. Now exhale every time you drive a knee. 7, 3, good. All right, we've got legs. We have got an RDL. I'm gonna use my 15s again. Hinging at the hips, painting the front of the leg with the dumbbells. Here we go. So hinging down, pushing my booty to the back of the room, squeezing the glutes and hamstrings to come up. You've got a slight soft bend in the knee. And now if you've got really mobile hamstrings, God, hamsters, you can go a little less bend. Mine are kind of tight. So I go a little more bend than other people. Find that motion, that position that's comfortable for you and your body. As long as the back is flat and the shoulder blades are in the back pockets and you're feeling the glutes and hamstrings, not the low back. All right, we're gonna go with a squat. I'm gonna actually use 2 10s. I'm gonna pop them on my shoulders, squatting down into Francis. Here we go, working that range that you're comfortable with. I'm not going super heavy, sorry. Franny, come here. Franny. Knees aren't coming or aren't falling in. Franny, Francine, Francesca. She's ignoring me. 20 seconds, guys, and we're done with our first circuit. Getting nice and low into that squat. As long as form stays solid. Inhaling down, exhaling up. 3, rest. All right, guys, we are moving into the longer and accessory-based circuits. We're gonna have some fun. We're starting with a lateral raise. I'm gonna use my 5-pounders here. So we're coming out to the sides, slowly down. I'm going light this week, so I've got room to grow next week. So getting ready. After that, we're gonna go for a triceps move. So I'm gonna use my 8s, something to think about in the future. All right, 2 feet on the ground, grabbing those dumbbells, shoulder blades in your back pocket. Own the exercise, look up. Here we go, straight out. Got a slight bend in that elbow. Exhale as you lift up. You've got about 35 seconds left here. Make sure you are not shrugging your shoulders up as you lift the dumbbells, right? So keep the shoulders down. So we don't want that shrug up, right? That means your dumbbells are probably too heavy and they're heavier than you can control. Keep that focus on the breathing. Exhale up, inhale to lower down. Anytime you're working against gravity, double check that both feet are pressing into the ground. Hips are at level, pelvis is under you, and rest. Triceps, working our way down. We're gonna do a tricep kickback. In 5 seconds, we hinge at the hips, kick those dumbbells back. 2, we've done it, you know it. Road up, kick them back. So every time you kick back, we're exhaling, right? I always like to make some noise as I exhale. That kind of reminds me to breathe, right? Little sound effects sound like a leaky faucet or like I'm leaking air out of my mouth, not anywhere else. 15 seconds, belly button's pulled in, back is flat. You should feel this, the back of the arms. 5 seconds left, guys. 2. All right, we've got a bicep curl. I'm gonna use the same dumbbells, just gonna turn the palms to face front. We'll curl up, lower, down. We're working our way down the arm. 2. Here we go. Up and slowly down. Up, exhale, slowly down. 35 seconds. So throughout the next couple weeks, we will not be making many changes to this workout. I might intensify things a bit, but I want you to feel and track your weekly progress. You know, what felt easier, what felt harder. Maybe you weren't recovered from the previous workouts, so what can you do to change that? When we keep doing the same workout, we can really see where we're making progress. And doing the same exercises is how you make progress. All right, I'm gonna use my 5s. We've got a reverse fly. So now we're working back. We go in 3, we've done this before, palms face each other. Here we go. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 35 seconds on the clock. So remember, we're still exhaling as we lift the dumbbells up, squeezing those shoulder blades together. All the rules apply. Same as like a deadlift or tricep kickback, bent over row. Our back is flat. We're pressing through the entire foot, however, grounding through that heel. Back, did I already say back flat? Slight bend in the knees, 5 seconds. Belly button in, 2. Good, I'm gonna get my 10s. We've got a chest fly. So essentially it's the same motion, but down on the ground. Dumbbells straight up. We're working our way down the body here. Here we go, slight bend in the elbow, out to the sides, and back up. Out to the sides, back up. Don't lock that arm out. Exhale up. You're still not dropping completely in line with the shoulder. You're going a little lower than that shoulder. You're in line almost with the chest, right? And I want you to sync that breathing with the motion. So exhale to come up. Inhale down. Good. Almost done. All right, next exercise. We're working the top of the abs. So we're gonna do a trunk curl, like a crunch, but not quite. So I'm gonna reach my arms up and I'm just gonna try to reach to the ceiling. Exhale as you come up, back down. So we're working the top part of your abs. So if you are a fan of crop tops, those are those little ab muscles that are gonna be popping out because they're always the first to make an appearance for many people. And everyone's always like, I've got abs. I'm like, you've always had abs. You can just see them a little better now. Big exhale as you reach up. 5 more seconds. If you're straining through the neck, go ahead and bring the fingertips back and behind. All right, we're gonna go lower abs now. So I'm gonna bring both legs up, press the palms into the ground, alternate dropping a leg down in 2. So exhale as you drop, inhale to bring it back up. Down, up, down, and up. Nice job, you guys. You should feel the lower part of your abs. So if you are dropping that leg nice and low, and what's happening is you're feeling the lower back start to strain, don't drop that leg as low. Really focus on driving your belly button into the floor beneath you, right? Drive it down. I don't want that back lifting up off the mat. 2. Beautiful. All I'm going to do is roll onto one side. Doesn't matter which side you pick. Bend the knees. We're going to do a modified side plank dip here. So I've got the knees just slightly in front of the hips here, and I'm going to lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down. So I'm working the obliques. Lift and lower. Think about exhaling as you come up, inhaling down. Exhale up, inhale down. The elbow is under the shoulder, and you've got that belly button pulled in nice and tight. 15 seconds. You should feel that core firing up. In 10, we will go ahead and just flip ourselves over and go to the other side. You should feel that bottom part of your core firing up. All right, switching. Going into the other side. In 5. Same thing, just the opposite side. 2. Here we go. Lift and lower. Same rules as the other side. What I'm trying to do is bring my ribs to my hips. I'm trying to close it up there, pushing my hip to the ceiling as I try to cinch it there. You've got 20 seconds left. We're going to work our way down, get those legs. 15. 10 seconds, guys. 7. Okay, talking to me. I feel it. 2. Good. All right, we're coming up. I'm going to grab one 15-pounder here. I'm going to hold it at my chest. We've got a wide stance squat. So I want you to make sure those knees are in line, the second and third toe. This is going to get your glutes fired up, right? So you're sitting that booty back like you're coming into a chair. And I'm dropping my chest just a bit, but my back stays flat, chest stays proud. So I'm not rounding into it. 20 seconds left. Focus here is on those glutes. So you can always hold that dumbbell down in front if you need to as well. I almost like that better. 5, 2. Good. We got another deadlift variation. I'm going to turn my toes slightly out. And then we're going to deadlift here. Romanian deadlift, slight bend in those knees. Here we go. Down and up. So you might feel your range is shortened a little, but we're hitting different part of the hamstrings, different part of the glutes. Back stays nice and flat. Again, that slight bend in the knee, belly button pulled in. Shoulder blades in your back pockets. Dumbbells stay close to the body. Squeeze those glutes and hamstrings as they come up. You should feel it now. It's my favorite. RDL, like a lightweight exercise, will really feel the burn. Good. All right, now I'm going to use my 2 10s. We're gonna squat down with the feet close together. Here we go. So it's a narrow stance. I'm still grounding through the entire foot, and I'm still dropping that chest a bit here. I want you to think, if you do yoga, think like chair pose, right? So now, I don't want you to glue your knees together for this. So even though our feet are really close together, you're not letting those knees fall into each other. They're still pushing out, not a ton, but they're in line with the second and third toe. You feel those quads firing up. 5, 3, and good. All right, we got calves. I'm gonna go body weight this week. We go in 5. All we're gonna do, toes pointing forward, lift up, lower down. Here we go. Come up, squeeze, lower down. It's a nice little rest for the rest of the body here. Now we're gonna work the front of the leg after this and work the tibialis, right? Your shins all around the front of that lower leg. So you have the option to lean against a wall, which is what I'm gonna do, or you can do it without. Just finding what's gonna work for you. Whose calves are on fire? 10 seconds, guys, and then I'm gonna lean against my wall. 3. Nice. All right, I'm gonna lean against my wall, bring my feet about almost a foot away, and I'm gonna lift and lower my toes. Toes pointed forward. In 3. So planting that heel in the ground, I'm gonna go actually about a foot. Planting that heel, lifting and lowering the toes, the entire foot. So you're rolling up onto that heel. If you're someone who likes to run and you get shin splints, this is a great exercise to help combat that. And we get to lean against the wall and kind of relax for a second. 17 seconds, guys, and then we are gonna go one more circuit for the entire body. 10. This is like conversation time where we can hang out, chat, talk about how much the front of our leg is burning. Rest. All right, guys, get a quick sip of water, shake it out. We'll finish this workout strong. So again, we're starting at the top. So we're gonna start with a ventral raise, which means up in front. Now you can choose whether you wanna go palms facing each other, so thumbs up, or if you wanna go palms facing down or raise up. Whatever's most comfortable on your shoulder. I'm gonna go with my 5s for this guy. So shoulders back and down, and I'm gonna go palms down. In, here we go, straight up, slowly down. So remember, exhale up and slowly lower down. You've got 30 seconds left. Luckily, it's our legs that are tired right now. So let's exhaust the arms again. 20 seconds. Then we're gonna come lay all the way down, and we're gonna do a skull crusher. Double checking that your shoulders aren't shrugging up, you're not flaring the rib cage, you're not flinging the dumbbells up. 3, feet on the ground. Rest. I'm gonna use my 8s for our skull crusher, so I'm gonna lay all the way down. Bring the dumbbells straight up over my shoulder, and all I'm gonna do is bend at the elbow. Bring the dumbbell right next to my ear. Extend. Right next to my ear. Extend. We got it. Down and extend. Belly button is in. All your focus is on that shoulder stability. So keeping the top part of your arm in one spot. All that's moving is that hinge at the elbow. Exhale to bring them up. You've got 10 seconds left, and then we get to come up again. Almost done, guys. Down. You feel the back of that arm. Hello. Good. Coming up nice and slow. I'm going to keep the same dumbbells. We've got a lateral curl, so I'm going to turn the palms to face outward and curl here. In 3, So they kind of come out to the sides here, right here. Elbows are glued at your sides. And hello, these feel very heavy today. If you are straining, if your dumbbells feel heavy, don't ever be afraid to lighten your load a little bit. That's why I always recommend having those light dumbbells somewhere you can grab them, swap them out nice and quick, just so we're not quitting the exercise altogether. We keep going, but with a lighter weight. You can always hit pause and take the rest. 5 seconds left, guys. 2. Good. I'm going to grab my 15s for a bent over row variation. We're going to, instead of going 2 up, we're going to alternate 1 at a time. So in 3, we alternate. Hinging down, row 1, row the other. Which means you can speed this up a little bit. Then exhale every time you row it up. In just a few seconds here, well, 20 seconds, we're going to come all the way down and do a similar motion for the chest press. So we're going to alternate sides for the chest press in 10 seconds. 7, 3, who's sweating? I am. All right, all the way down, we got chest. So same thing, alternating chest press. Let's bring them up, and in 3, we'll drop 1, then the other. Here we go. Down, up, down, up. Remember, the elbows aren't coming directly out to the sides. 45-degree angle on that from the body. Good. Exhale to press up. Inhale down. Belly button in. Stay engaged, inactive through the core. 8 more seconds here. We've got some core, some abs. Working the top part of the abs first. Good. I'm going to set these out of my way. We've got a bicycle crunch. So bringing the fingertips back and behind. And I'm just going to lift my head, neck, and shoulders up. I'm not going to crunch them in. So I'm lifting them up, twisting elbow to knee. Exhaling, opposite side. Good, guys. You got 30 seconds left here. And I keep double checking to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. 20 seconds. Belly button pulled in. I want you to train the abs to sit down into the floor rather than push up. 5. Remember, you're not pulling that head in. Rest. All right, resting the head, neck, and shoulders, pressing the palms into the ground, bring the knees to tabletop so the knees are just above the hips. And I'm going to flex my feet, tap a heel in 1 second. So just tap 1, bring it back up. So exhale, bring it back up. You should feel deep core, lower abs. Beautiful. Woo, I feel it. 27 seconds. Again, I want you to think about pulling that pubic bone to your nose and then driving that belly button into the floor beneath you. You got 15 seconds. Nice. You can always bring the head off the ground if you need to. 3. Nice. All right, coming up nice and slow. I'm going to grab one of my 15-pounders, put it in my right hand, or your left hand, doesn't matter. We're gonna do one side then the other. Fingertips back and behind. I'm just gonna dip down and back up. Think I'm a little teapot, short and stout. But I don't want you to feel short and stout. I want you to elongate yourself here. 30 seconds. Fingertips stay back and behind here to keep you from rounding through, right? So keep that elbow out of your field of vision. You should not be able to see your elbow. Good. 10 more seconds, and then we'll switch sides. 5, 2, good. Switching sides, fingertips back and behind. Same thing, opposite side. 7 seconds until we start. Shake it out. We go in 3. Here we go. Again, making sure that elbow isn't forward, so keep it out of your view. Think inhale down, exhale up. You should feel deep within your core right now. 25 seconds. And then we get to move into legs. 15. 10 seconds left, guys. We got it. Whole body burning today. 3, 2, and rest. We're coming all the way down. We've got a bridge, so I'm gonna put my 215s on my hips, and I'm going to lift and lower the bum. My heels are just about under my knee, and I'm going to tuck my pubic bone in as I press up. Remember, it's not about getting as high as possible, but about really getting that nice squeeze on the glutes. That means you're not going up that high, right? Because if you go up too high, that just becomes a low back painful movement, right? So keep that pubic bone tucked. Spine is neutral. You're exhaling as you squeeze the butte up and in. 10 more seconds left here. Exhale up, inhale down. 5. And good. Coming up nice and slow. Let that blood come out of your head here. We're going to do another RDL variation, except I'm going to turn my toes slightly inward here. Slight bend in those knees. Hinging down. Coming up. So again, making sure that back is nice and flat. Turning those toes just a little bit in. So you're a little pigeon-toed. We're not lifting super heavy with the weights here. Inhale down, exhale up. You're working a different part of the hamstrings, different part of the glutes. You have got 10 seconds left now. 6, 3, and nice. I'm going to set these down and I'm going to put my heels up on them for this next exercise. I'm going to hold 2 10s. So my heels are now elevated for our squat, popping them up, down, and up. We're working quads, right? Quad burn makes me want to cry. 30 seconds. You can do this with no weight at all, of course. As long as those feet are elevated, those heels, I am happy. 15 seconds, guys. Then we've got 2 exercises left, and we are done. 10. This is it for the upper part of your legs. We just got calves and shins. 2. Nice. Setting those dumbbells down, out of the way. We're going to turn our toes out And we're gonna go for a calf raise here. In 2, here we go. Lift and lower. Get all the way up onto the ball of that foot. Try to hold it up there for a second, squeeze. Bring out your inner ballerina. Good. Don't have to be super wide with your stance. 15 seconds. Squeeze. You should feel it by now. Turning those toes out works from a different angle. Now feel the burn. And, all right, so the same thing we did before, leaning up against the wall, except this time I'm gonna widen my stance and turn my toes out just a hair, and I will lift the front half of my foot off the ground. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. My feet are about a foot away from my wall. Maybe a foot and a half. Hi, Franny. She wants to go out because Tyden just got here. She wants to see her. We should feel that front of the lower leg. Might actually be a little sore here tomorrow if you've never done this exercise before. So be prepared for that. You might want to foam roll after this. Last 3. Rest, guys. We did it. We have worked from top to bottom. Let's cool it down and stretch it out. So just take a second to kind of shake it out, pace the floor, roll those shoulders back and down. And we're going to stretch it out, starting from the top. So pull those shoulders down and away from your ears, taking one arm, wrapping it around, and just stretching through the side of that neck. You can take this hand, reach it out beside you. Good, couple breaths here. And we will switch sides. Opposite arm, around, stretching the side of the neck. Breathing. Beautiful. Shoulders back and down again. Bringing one arm across, keeping that shoulder plugged in. Stretching through the back of the shoulder, the upper back. Kind of suffocating my microphone here, so bear with me. Good, let's switch sides. Deep breaths here. Relax, go ahead and find a wall, bringing one palm to the wall, turning away, stretching through that chest. Ooh, that feels amazing. Deep breathing here. Try not to arch that back, so stay engaged. Rib cage down. Breathe. Oh my goodness, I needed that stretch today. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Palm against the wall, turning away from it, gaze away. Rib cage down, pelvis under you. Breathe. Good. Beautiful. All right. And now we're going to come all the way down. Going to sit your booty down, bringing one foot over the top of the opposite leg, and then we're going to do a nice spinal twist here. So stretch that core. Oh, I got a nice crack in my back. Pull that shoulder away from your ear. Try to elongate yourself up as you twist. Don't force anything. Deep breaths here. Good. Breathing into it. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Up and over. Twist. Deep breaths. I really want to crack my back. I feel like it's like on the verge of a nice pop. Good, and now I'm going to Roll it all the way down. Give me like a figure 4. And then reaching through behind that leg that is extended up top there and pull it in. You should feel the glute stretch of the leg that is folded. Just breathe into it here. If you take your elbow and kind of push that knee out, you can deepen that stretch through the glute. That's good stuff. That is good stuff right there. And go ahead and switch sides. Opposite foot across. Reaching through on the opposite leg. And then using that elbow to kind of deepen that stretch. This is a tighter side for me. A few breaths here. Good job, you guys. This is our most complete workout that we've ever done. I hope you liked it. We've got a couple more stretches to do. All we're going to do is flip it over, push ourselves into a downward dog so we can stretch through the back of the legs. I'm going to pedal my feet here so I can get the hamstrings and the calves. So you can go more hamstrings if I push my booty up, and then I can stretch down into those calves if I shift myself forward here. So have a little fun with it. Just kind of experiment. Find what feels good for you. Shifting, playing. And then I'm going to walk myself up nice and slow. Roll myself all the way up. Give myself a second to recover from all that because I might be a little lightheaded. Finding a wall if I need it. Grabbing a foot. Stretching through that quad. This is it. This is where I'm going to leave you guys. We'll do this side, then the other. I want you to make sure you hydrate after this. I want you to replace the energy that we just used, so eat something, preferably some carbohydrates and proteins. Go ahead and switch sides. And that should do it, guys. This is our last workout of week 1. Go ahead and just go for a nice walk tomorrow. Enjoy yourself, rest completely, do whatever your body is telling you to do. If you are really sore, might want to stretch a little extra. Again, just do what your body tells you to do. You can listen, be in tune with your body. All right, feel free to add any other stretches that you want, guys, but keep those shoulders back and down for the rest of the day. Chest proud. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.